Hi everybody, I'm Dawn,
And I'm Tammy.
and this is Garside Girls Gab Fest. I know it's been a little while. Last time we filmed was just before Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, a little over a week ago.
We were just talking about how quickly the summer went past. It always does. Time flies when you're having fun. Hope everybody enjoyed their summer and is getting ready for fall. It's one of our favorite seasons.
It is, but I have like a mixed feeling about the whole thing. As much as I'm sad that summer's ending and August is over, I am looking forward to like the brisk, cooler weather and knowing that it's going to be Halloween decorations and remembering how much fun we had when we were kids with St. Gerard and the Columbus Day Parade.
Chestnut tree.
Yes, I was saying that the other day to you that I don't know about you guys, but growing up in Newark, we had chestnut trees, and for whatever reason, we were obsessed with collecting these.
We'd have contests with the other kids on the block. You'd see who could collect the most. We'd rob each other's chestnuts. I mean, I know I did. I robbed other people's chestnuts.
Do you remember in the morning before school, Mom would be like, "What are you guys doing? What are you doing?" And we'd be down the street throwing things into the tree
to try to knock the chestnuts down.
Before school, I remember that. That was fun.
Good memories.
Yes.
No, by this point, I'm like over summer and I'm ready for the fall to come. I think I've said this on here before. I couldn't live somewhere where I didn't have the change of seasons. I know there's people that are like, oh, I can't wait to retire to Florida. And that's great for the people who want to do that. I couldn't live somewhere where it's hot all year round.
Well, I hate the cold. I hate the snow. I hate the cold.
Oh, I love it. I love it all.
Do you remember when we were kids what you would do to me?
Yeah, I do.
Tell everybody? Okay. So when we were kids, my mother used to say, you guys can go outside and play in the snow, but if one of you comes in, you both have to come in because she didn't want to have to go through the whole getting the
snowsuits and hats and scarves. It took forever. We were literally like the kid from A Christmas Story, all bundled up and you couldn't move.
I hated it with a burning passion. Plus, I was a fat girl, and she would say,
fat. That's not true.
I was the chubbier of the two twins, and she would
the big bone, as Father Paul said. Father Paul from St. Lucy's told her she was the big bone twin.
Well, we know what happened to him, so anyway.
Bye,
Father Paul. Anyway, my mother would say, when you come in, I'm going to make you hot chocolate,
grilled cheese,
and onion soup.
Yeah.
And I wanted the hot chocolate, grilled cheese, and onion soup.
You sure did.
So
what else would she give you in the mornings when we had the grilled cheese and the hot chocolate? Do you remember what you used to get? It wasn't a food. Flintstones vitamins.
Oh yes.
You had the grape. It was like grape, cherry, and orange. I don't know. I wonder. It's a good question. I'm going to Google that.
Do you guys know? Does anybody know if they still? I think that they do still make them. But yeah, everybody loved them. Everybody had them. We all loved them. But yeah, so we would go outside and she would stick my brother Michael in a high chair with a mound of snow on top of it.
Plop snow right on top of it.
Plop out, and we'd be out there and
be eating it.
Ugh, no. But we would be out there for a good hour, I'd say, and then I wanted to go in, and she would try to hold me down. I wanted to kill her. She'd grab me by my foot. I'd have snow in my face, and I'd be screaming for my mother.
You're not going in. I don't want to go in yet. When we were really little, how messed up is this? When we were really little, they would put us outside. There was a gate by my grandmother's house, 2 houses down, and they'd leave the German Shepherd, the dog, Trixie, outside to watch us.
Trixie used to watch us. That's the God's honest truth, right hand to God. They used to put the German Shepherd.
Trixie was like in not Lady in the Peter Pan. What was the dog's name? Nana. Trixie was like Nana. That's the truth.
That's the God's honest truth. And listen, we were fine. We made out just fine. Now, I don't think that would work.
Nobody came near us with
then again, when you think about it, not to be mean, but the way people watch their kids nowadays and the people they get to watch their kids, it might be better to get a dog. They're more loyal.
You know what? You're 100% right.
Wait. I told you about this. You haven't seen it yet. I know that I'm beating a dead horse. I've talked about it. I've sent little video snippets on Instagram and TikTok. What the fuck? The lady that catfished her daughter and the daughter's boyfriend from middle school to high school.
Where were they from? What state?
I want to say Michigan. I could be wrong. You
just keep saying Michigan for everything lately.
Yeah. Wait, why am I doing that?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe because it sounds like, Midwestern. Because I think anything that happens, like, it's going to happen in...
It's like Bob Birch told.
Yes. I feel like that wouldn't happen on the East Coast. That would not happen here in New York, New Jersey.
Absolutely not. Somebody got fucked up.
No, exactly. Somebody would be dead. But this particular one, everybody was like, you have to see it, you have to see it. So when I went away to see my son this weekend in his college, me and my husband, and we were in the hotel room, and they had Netflix in there. And so I said, put it on, I want to watch it. After we finished, Rocco goes, that's an hour and a half of my fucking life that I'll never get back. But I'm like, I had to see it for myself. This fucking lunatic lady, her and her daughter and her husband, and I don't think there were any other siblings, whatever. her daughter was like 7th or 8th grade, starts dating a boy. It was a very, very, very small town. They said like the high school was very small. I think it was like a town of like 3,000 people. It was a very small town, whatever. Everybody knew each other. Everybody was in each other's business. So that makes it 10 times worse. She was calling and pranking her daughter and the daughter's boyfriend. She claims that at first it wasn't her, and then she's lying. She's lying. I don't believe that. The daughter even said, "I don't believe it." The superintendent said, "I don't believe it." The cop said, "We think it was her all along." But she befriended the daughter's boyfriend's mother too. They were like best of friends. And when these calls started coming in, they were, I can't even tell you how graphic and disgusting. Telling the girl, "You're anorexic, kill yourself. Why don't you
her own daughter.
Her own daughter. So the whole time,
so she was bullying and abusing her.
Correct. And so I believe, and the superintendent said this, and I think he's right. He said, I think it was a case of like
Munchausen.
Yes, but like a virtual Munchausen's, where she wanted the daughter to need her and want her, and like say like, "Oh, I need my mom's help." So she was doing this so that the daughter would like come to her like, "Oh my God, I'm so scared." Whatever. You sick fuck. Who does that? I just can't even imagine. And then when they caught her, it's like you hear them. They're interviewing the real people. They show the actual video of when the cops come to the house. The thing that was so weird about it too was they didn't tell the cops right off the bat. So this went on for months and months. Then it stopped for like almost a year and then started up again. Then they got the police involved. Then it took like 2 years before they got the FBI involved. Your son
Michael was telling me about this, and he said something about the chief of police or something in the town got involved, and he got the FBI involved, and then there was this whole thorough investigation. Yes. And this sick bitch still kept going with it.
That's even what I mean. She knew they were coming for her. She knew that they were going to find out, and she still kept going with it. And when they came to her house, she gave herself up pretty quick. She was like, "No, what are you talking about?" And they all seemed a little off too. Like, I don't know if it's like I'm not trying to be mean again, Midwest thing. Like they're a little daft. Like she was like, "What? No!" Like nonsense. I wanted to jump to the screen and punch her in her face. And she's like, "No, well, it wasn't me at first, but then I did because I."
But then what about the husband? I heard the husband got real mad.
Listen.
I have to watch it.
He wasn't mad enough in my book. He came first. They called the poor daughter, like, would have broke your heart. She's like in the yard or whatever. They're like, "Who's home?" And she's like, "Well, Lauren is home with me." They're like, "Do you mind if we call Lauren in and tell her?" It's like, it was just so weird, the whole thing. Like, she didn't get arrested right away, and she's like, "Yeah." And then they call her, and the poor girl sits down. They're like, "Lauren, we need to tell you that we found out who it was. It's your mom." And the mom leans over and hugs her and is like, "It's gonna be okay. It was you motherfucker. You did it to her." Like, it was so insane. I don't know if any of you
what happened around here.
Yeah. It was
not happen around here.
So then they tell her to call the husband and tell the husband to, or they called the husband and told him to come home. So now they're telling the husband out in the driveway or like in front of the house what happened. Like, "It's your wife did this." And he's like, the poor guy, like, he's like, "No, what are you talking about? What do you mean?" And to top it all off, she left her job. She got fired from her job. She was the breadwinner in the family, and she handled the bills for a whole year. How didn't he know for a whole year that she had no job? Like,
wait a minute, wait. Backtrack
Yes.
for a minute. The husband didn't know it was the mother for a whole year?
No, he didn't know the whole time it wasn't the mother. But he didn't know the mother had no job. And the mother, like, wasn't working.
Oh, so even before this happened, she lost her job.
Correct. So, like,
that all seems very weird to me.
It didn't add up to me.
Honestly, after COVID, crazy things happen, and I just am starting to notice more and more how messed up this world is, and how crazy, like, we always say this all the time. We have a dysfunctional family in the best possible way.
Crazy in a good way.
And we say all the time, we know crazy, but I don't truly think we know
the
crazy.
The level is up here.
Because you start hearing about things and you're like, wow, that's a whole new level of crazy.
That's like a level that you've never even seen. There's crazy, there's like fun crazy, then there's, vindictive crazy, then there's batshit crazy, then there's murdering crazy, and then there's crazy like you never saw.
Yeah,
I feel like those kind of people are crazy.
Going back to something else, we were talking about the fall. Like, fall, probably out of any of the seasons, is my absolute favorite. Yeah, and this past couple of weeks was a cross between summer and fall. The weather was absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. So I don't know how I've gotten sick. A lot of people I know have had like this cough and this congestion. But anywho,
yeah, back it up.
Sorry. We were talking about Halloween decorations. Do we think it's too soon to put up Halloween decorations? Because I have to be honest with you, I go all out, and it takes me a while to get all mine up, and I want to have them up for a little while. So I think next weekend I would have liked to have done it this weekend, but I had too much going on. And I think next weekend is definitely permissible.
I think that once Labor Day hits, you can put them out, because A, it takes a while to put them out, and B, you want to enjoy them for a while. And C, I have to be honest, I don't know how you feel. I don't mean to sound like an old lady. but I don't have the energy to put out what I used to.
I don't know if anybody's watching me right now, but my shoulder, the pain that I'm in. I know we talked about hot flashes. The other thing I was thinking about, not even just hot flashes. I can't sneeze without wetting myself. So I have to hold my hands between my legs. To ladies out there, I know you go through the same thing. And like literally the arthritis has gone. I don't think I'm old, but I'm starting to feel old. I have to go for shoulder surgery. The pain in my shoulder is unreal all day long.
Yeah, no, it sucks.
So I was thinking about it. I said to myself, how am I going to get these decorations up? I'm going to need help. And
well, we'll help each other. That's what we'll do. Right. We live around the block from each other, and we're very blessed that we'll help each other. Because I don't have the energy that I used to. I don't know if anybody else feels the same way. I want all the stuff out, but then I don't want to have to go in the attic and get it
and put it away.
Nobody helps us. No. Nobody freaking helps us.
They care less though if we do it or not. We care. We like it because it's something our grandmother was a tradition.
The Christmas decorations.
I love all the seasons. I have so many decorations. It's a sickness. It really is. I just keep buying more.
We buy them for each other. She just came in with decorations for me upstairs. She's like, I brought some more for you too.
I've said this too before. Big Lots. When are you coming back? Where are you?
I told you. Down the shore. I heard. Tell me if this is true, people. Down the shore, people. Is it coming like over by like LBI? I heard that the Big Lot stores are coming back in South Jersey.
I don't know. I need it back. I was obsessed. Yeah. Last thing I'd like to talk about was Tammy and I just went on a walk. I'm trying to lose weight, and we're walking, and there's some desolate spots up here. It's very wooded. Not a lot of street lights down the residential streets. It's not like Newark where like we would walk the streets in the middle of the night and never be afraid. I've said this before. But I have to tell
you, you know how like we feel like it's dimly lit here? We were in Pennsylvania this past weekend. It's pitch black everywhere you go. Yeah, I said to Rock, I could never live over here. It's desolate and there's no streetlights. I don't know. The fear of the unknown.
Yes, I don't like that. I'd rather see what's coming at me. But we were walking down the street and we were cracking up because I said to her, "We don't have any mace." I said we should travel with one of those little bull horns that they have like at the football games, like the ones that are like the real annoying ones. And we need a can of mace. We were walking and it was desolate. There were wooded sections, and we were like making believe we were saying, "Anybody's in the woods? We have mace." We have
angry.
We have weapons and we're really angry, so don't come near us. And we were saying, like, somebody comes at you, if it's a guy especially, go right for the balls.
Yeah, what would you do? Like we were saying, like, what would you do? If it's a guy, go straight for the balls. If it's a girl,
gouge people's eyes.
Yeah, the girl,
I'm listening, I'm throwing down.
Yeah, I don't care if she has a weapon or not. Yeah. We're little, but we could throw down for sure.
What would you do?
We want to know.
Would you run? Would you fight?
I would scream my head off. I would bite, pull hair, kick.
Well, like if you're in a desolate area where there's nobody that's going to really hear you. And these days, you hear it more and more. People mind their own business and don't get involved. Like, if I heard somebody screaming, I'm going to check out what they're screaming about. I'm too nosy.
I have to be honest, though, in saying that, when I was younger, me and my aunt, I'll never forget this, in Newark. Do you remember this day? We were coming home from work in North Newark, and there was a little kid on the corner, and we saw like a bunch of kids. He had like a backpack on, and they were like,
how old would you say he was? He was like 15, no?
No, he was maybe like 18 or 19.
Oh, okay. So he wasn't a little kid.
No, he was like a little mousy thing, and it looked like they were bullying him, or so we thought. We thought that he was getting bullied, and so my aunt stops the car. It's like, what's going on? What's going on? And they're like, mind your business. This kid was trying to rob us. This kid was trying to steal drugs from us, or whatever they said. I guess they were drug dealing on the corner. Shocker. But anyway, the kid's like, no, I wasn't. So we're like, leave that kid alone. Leave him alone. As crazy as we are, we got out of the car, we started fighting with him. We're like, leave him alone, we're taking him with us. So we bring the kid in the car with us. So now he gets in the car, he's like, thank you so much. I can't believe that, they were, I don't know why they were doing this to me, this and that. And it's like, where do you live? He's like, telling us where he lives. He said, just drop me off over here. We drop him off a few blocks away. We get home. My aunt's fucking cell phone was missing. He robbed her cell phone. I remember that. Yeah. So in the meantime, they weren't lying. He was a little thief. So as much as I say, like, I want to help someone, sometimes it doesn't pay to help others.
Yeah, but I would think I would take that chance. I would help, especially if you saw someone being bullied and, I hate even when we were growing up, I didn't like when people jumped each other. Listen, if you can't fight a fair fight one-on-one, you deserve to get your ass broke.
I agree.
My 2 cents. I know we had a couple of topics today. We were all over the board, but they were just
we just wanted to chit-chat for a little while.
Well, I'm a little tired, as I know are you.
Freaking exhausted.
We're going to say goodbye for now, but remember,
don't let anybody steal your peace.
And mind your own business.
See you guys soon.
Bye.